Hello everyone. In the previous class, we have studied the two cases of principal stress. In the case 1, the member is subjected to uniaxial stress, means only one stress acting upon it, and you have found out the normal stress and tangential stress and our resultant stress. In the case 2, the member is subjected to principal stresses, that is major principal stress and minor principal stress, sigma 1 and sigma 2, and you have to find out the normal stress and shear stress. So that also we covered. But in case 3, in this case it is quite clear that from the diagram that the normal stress, because it is mentioned sigma x sigma y, so normal stresses were given, and you already know normal stress acts means shear stress will definitely present. If it is acted upon by principal stress, then only shear stress is 0. In the case 2, you may have observed that tau xy is 0. I have not mentioned shear stress at that point when it is acted upon principal stress. Okay, so when it is acted upon normal stress, shear stress will definitely act. So sigma x here sigma y, and tau xy. Okay, so in this case the given data are normal stress and shear stress. Okay, here tau xy, here sigma x comma sigma y. Okay, these are the given data. Okay, so in this case you have to find out the normal stress on a plane, suppose a dash, and the shear stress. That is why I mentioned here sigma x dash and sigma y dash. Okay, here sigma x, sorry, here sigma x dash, here also sigma y dash. Okay, so you have to, if someone will tell to find out the normal stress and shear stress on a plane a dash which is at an angle theta, then you can find out your sigma x dash and sigma y dash you can find out, and tau xy dash you can find out. Okay, so these three formula we will find out. Then also we have derived two formula for principal stress. How to find out principal stress when sigma x, sigma y and tau x will be given, that I will tell you after these three formula completed. So starting with sigma x dash, so that can be written as sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Okay, sigma y dash similar formula, only minus sign will be there. That's it. All the formula are similar in this chapter, so it is quite easy to remember. Cos 2 theta minus tau xy sin 2 theta. Tau xy dash also same, whatever I have written in the previous, sigma x by 2 sin 2 theta plus tau xy cos 2 theta. Okay, clear? So these are the normal stress and shear stress on a plane a dash which is at angle theta. Now if in some cases if I will make our shear stress is 0, means tau xy dash 0, then the plane will become principal plane, because in the principal plane the shear stress value is generally 0, so that will become principal stress. Okay, so when the theta angle will change to some theta p, the angle of principal plane, at that case the tau xy dash will be 0. So we have to find out that case. So that formula, remember this formula, this is one kind of formula. Then we will move to our principal stress and angle of principal plane. In same case only, okay. So it is a special case. I can write special case under this. Okay, if the shear stress becomes 0, means tau xy dash is 0. Okay, then we will get our angle of principal plane, that is theta p. ओके हम कितना एंगल लेंगे, यहाँ पे कितना एंगल लेंगे ताकि हमारा टाउ एक्स वाई डैश 0 हो जाएगा. ओके, शियर स्ट्रेस 0 हो जाएगा ताकि ये प्रिंसिपल प्लेन बनेगा, वो चीज़ है. तो हम फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं वो एंगल tan थीटा p बाय फार्मूला 2 टाउ एक्स वाई बाय सिग्मा एक्स कॉमा सिग्मा वाई. ओके, क्लियर. सो if I am making the tau xy dash 0, that is shear stress is 0, so we have found out our angle of principal plane and our principal stress, because it became principal plane, so there will exist principal stress, that may be major or minor principal stress. That formula can be written as sigma 1 equal to, most important formula, sigma x by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square by tau square xy root over. Okay, this is sigma 1 and sigma 2 will be sigma x plus sigma y by 2 minus, just change the minus, sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau square xy root over. These formula are much more important. Remember this. One problem will definitely come. Okay, normal stress will be given and shear stress will be given. You have to find out your major and minor principal stress. This is major principal stress. This is minor principal stress. Okay, sigma 1 and sigma 2. If angle of principal plane will also be asked, then also you can use this formula, because shear stress and normal stress will be given. Okay, I always saying that this chapter only contains formula. Okay, almost the formula over, all the formula almost. So if you remember this formula are very much similar, it is very easy to remember. Okay, if you remember this formula, then you can solve any type of problem. There are no issues. Okay, so let's solve one problem related to this. Okay, now we'll solve one numerical. This problem is related to our case 3. Okay, in the case 3, I already told the normal stress will be given and the shear stress will be given. You have to find out your principal stress. Okay, that is your problem. So starting with, write down the given data like all problems. Normal stresses are given. So write down normal stress sigma x equal to 100 megapascal, sigma y 20 megapascal, shear stress is given 30 megapascal, so tau xy equal to 30 megapascal. Clear? Now put the only formula, principal stress formula, sigma 1 equal to sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau square xy. Okay, so put the values 100 plus 20 by 2 plus 100 minus 20 by 2 whole square plus 30 square. I only put the values only. So this is coming around 110 megapascal. That is sigma 1. Okay. If you change the sign here minus, then it will come sigma 2. So sigma 2 will be same, put the values 100 plus 20 by 2 minus 100 minus 20 by 2 whole square plus 30 square root over. So it is coming 10, I think 10 megapascal. From the principal stress part over. Now it is asked maximum shear stress. Okay. So how to find out maximum shear stress? That formula I already told in the previous class. Hope you have written this. So what is the formula of maximum shear stress? I already told, sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. So put the value sigma 1 110 minus 100 by 2. So it is coming 50 megapascal. This is your answer. It is coming 50 megapascal. Yeah, correct. So this is the problem. This is a simple problem. This type of problem will definitely come in your exam. Okay. So let's solve one more problem. It will be clear. Okay, let's solve this problem. In this problem, it is given that the principal stresses are given 50 and 100 megapascal, but the difference is that in this problem, the direction is given. It is compressive and it is tensile force, the tensile stress. So you have to take care of the direction. 100 megapascal, okay, so it is tensile. So direction will be like this. That is principal stress direction. It is sigma 1. And minor principal stress, that is 50 megapascal, that is given compressive. So direction will be like this, 50 megapascal. ऐसे direction देंगे, ठीक है. उसके बाद पूछा गया इतने गिवन डाटा हो गया. सिग्मा 1 is 100 megapascal, sigma 2 is 50 megapascal, that is compressive, here tensile. What is asked? Determine the normal stress and shear stress. Normal stress यहाँ पे आएगा, ओके, डैश नहीं दोगे तो भी चलेगा. यहाँ पे सिग्मा एक्स सिग्मा वाई, sigma x, here sigma y, tie x or tie x, whatever. It is our case 2. In the case 2, principal stress are given and you have asked tau xy and sigma x. Only difference is 50 megapascal is compressive, here tensile. So that you have to take care in the formula. That is why I am solving this problem. So you have to find out the normal stress. So what is the formula of normal stress? Sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 cos 2 theta. Just put all the values. Sigma 1 is 100 megapascal plus sigma 2 is 50 megapascal compressive. So you have to take minus here, minus 50 by 2 plus sigma 1 कितना है 100, here minus of minus 50 by 2 cos 100. Whatever the value will come, that will be your answer. So it is coming around 11.98 megapascal. Okay. So one part of problem is over. Sigma y you can find out, just put the value negative. So if I will take sigma y here, so it will become negative, rest remaining same. Okay, whatever the value will come, that is not given in the book, you can find out the values. Only you have to take care here, take minus because it is compressive. So it is about normal stress. So now for shear stress, the shear stress formula already written, that is sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 sine 2 theta. Just put the values. Sigma 1 is 100 minus of minus 50 by 2 into sine 100. So whatever the value will come, that will be answer. It is coming 73.86 megapascal. This will be your answer. So now our first problem is over. That is, we have calculated the normal stress and shear stress. You have to find out your second question, that is given maximum shear stress. Now tell me the formula of maximum shear stress. Maximum stress equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. It is the formula of maximum shear stress. So put the values. 100 minus of minus 50 by 2. It is coming 75, I think. 75 megapascal, because 150 by 2, that is 75 megapascal. Okay, like this the problem will be solved. Okay, so hope this is clear. Our case 1, case 2 and case 3, whichever the problem, the concept if the clear, then you can solve the problem. The problem is only related to our given data and the formula. Write down first given data, then write down the formula, then put the all the values, then your problem will be solved very easily. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone, case 1, 2, 3. So now the chapter remaining is our case 4 and the graphical method, that is Mohr circle method. So that I will take one class, then this chapter will be over. Okay, after completion of this chapter I will take a Zoom meeting. If any doubt, you can ask me there. Okay, thank you for that.